Dr. Doom doesn't just defeat his enemies, he crushes them with unmatched intellect and magical power. Whether he's outwitting gods, ruling entire worlds, or wiping out the Fantastic Four, Doom's villainy knows no bounds. In this video, we rank his most horrifying acts and explore why no one does it like Doom. The reality is that Dr. Doom is the kind of villain who will stop at nothing to achieve his ambitions, even if it means committing unspeakable acts. Dr. Doom has never hesitated to pursue his goals, regardless of the cost. Let's talk about the time Doom managed to steal the Silver Surfer's cosmic abilities. Dr. Doom has always had an insatiable hunger for power. The more he acquired, the more he craved. In Fantastic Four issue 57, Doom once again demonstrated the lengths he was willing to go for ultimate power. He seized control of the Silver Surfer's board, absorbing all the cosmic forces that come with it. In other words, Doom just gave himself a major upgrade. Being a Herald of Galactus is no small burden. It carries immense duty and responsibility. Doom had no interest in that responsibility, and instead used his newfound strength to wage war against the Fantastic Four once again. Had it not been for the Thing, Doom would have crushed the Fantastic Four right then and there. Thankfully, the Silver Surfer's powers were soon returned to their rightful owner. It's chilling to imagine what Doom could have accomplished had his plan to destroy the Fantastic Four actually succeeded. Let's not forget the time Doom set his sights on Black Panther's homeland. One might assume that Doom's devotion to protecting Latveria would prevent him from invading other nations, but that assumption would be dead wrong. During the events of Doom War, Dr. Doom took matters into his own hands and launched an invasion of Wakanda, determined to get his hands on its vibranium reserves. He started by deploying nanotechnology to spy on Wakanda before launching a full-scale attack. Unfortunately, Doom's strategy worked, at least for a while, allowing him to seize control. Doom's time in Wakanda had two major consequences. First, he used its resources and advanced technology to craft a powerful new battlesuit. Second, his actions forced T'Challa into an impossible decision, ultimately leading the Black Panther to destroy what remained of Wakanda's vibranium to stop him. It was a devastating blow to the nation, one that took a long and painful road to recovery. Now let's talk about the time Doom stole Wanda Maximoff's magic for himself. Most magical beings in the Marvel Universe seem to abide by an unspoken rule: never steal the powers of others. Dr. Doom has never been one to follow rules, though. The Scarlet Witch is just one of many formidable individuals who have fallen into Doom's crosshairs. The events of Avengers Children's Crusade take place in the aftermath of the tragic X-Men storyline, M-Day. Following a series of catastrophic choices, ones that the X-Men ultimately suffer for, Wanda Maximoff disappears from sight. The story begins with her two sons setting out to find their missing mother, only to discover her by Doom's side. It quickly becomes evident that Wanda is not there of her own free will. Doom has erased her memories and somehow manipulated her into an arranged marriage. The entire plan was orchestrated so that Doom could steal the Scarlet Witch's magic for himself. And to make things even worse, he mercilessly attacked Wanda's son Wiccan when Wiccan dared to stand against him. It was only Wanda's desperate pleas that finally convinced Doom to relent. And then there were his twisted experiments on the Asgardians. At one point, the ancient gods of Asgard were forced to relocate to a floating city above the state of Oklahoma. Sadly, their troubles didn't end there. First, Norman Osborn launched a brutal assault on New Asgard. Then Loki intervened, negotiating with Dr. Doom to relocate Asgard to Latveria. By doing so, Loki placed the people of Asgard under the dubious protection of Doom. Most readers could have predicted this would end badly, and they would have been right. But even then, Doom's actions were far more horrific than anyone could have imagined. With complete control over Asgard's people, Doom began conducting gruesome experiments on them, even resorting to mutilation and live dissection. Using his twisted knowledge of Asgardian physiology, Doom engineered his own version of the Destroyer. And the nightmare didn't stop there. Doom's Destroyer ran on the life force of the very Asgardians he had tortured. Thankfully, Doom's grand schemes rarely unfold the way he envisions them. And then there was the time he was responsible for sending a child to hell. It's well known that Doctor Doom's relationship with the Fantastic Four is anything but simple. Because of this, both the team and their loved ones often find themselves in his crosshairs. One of the most horrifying things Doom ever did to the Richards family took place in Fantastic Four issues 67 through 70. After gaining yet another overwhelming surge of power, his first move was to set his sights on the Fantastic Four. Doom's strategy was disturbingly brilliant. He used his newfound abilities to hijack Reed Richards' teleporter. Then, waiting for the perfect moment, he launched his attack, knowing full well that the team would use the device to send their children to safety. Instead, Doom redirected the portal and banished Reed Richards and his young son, Franklin, straight to hell. Doom literally condemned a child to hell. No matter how one looks at it, this was an unspeakable act. Fortunately, the father and son eventually found a way back, but the experience left lasting scars on everyone involved. Now, let's not forget the time Dr. Doom literally tore the skin off the woman he loved to seal a demonic pact. Doom has always been a ruthless dictator, so readers have come to expect the worst from him. Even so, he managed to shock everyone during the events of Fantastic Four issue 67. In this issue, Doom once again pursued greater power, at a devastating cost. The price for his latest ascent? The life of his first love. The demons offering him this power demanded the ultimate sacrifice, the death of someone he truly cared for. The fact that Doom was willing to give up someone so dear to him speaks volumes about his nature. Tragically, it only gets worse. Valeria's death was neither swift nor merciful. Doom wielded his dark magic to strip the flesh from Valeria's body, flaying her alive before forging her very skin into an enchanted suit of armor. Even as he carried out this horrific act, Doom continued to justify his actions, all while declaring his undying love for the woman he was mercilessly killing. It was a grotesque and deeply disturbing moment that left many readers unsettled. What do you think of Doom's most monstrous deeds? Share your thoughts in the comments below.